We. Who's we?
Me and my personal trainer.
Oh,
Yes.
My best
partnership.
buddy. My sweet cheese, I call him.
Okay.
I really hope he watches the podcast.
No, he doesn't.
Well, anyway, I can barely speak, but the medicine is doing its thing.
Yeah, you're doing your Popeye thing.
Yes, I'm doing my Popeye thing because I can't because the left side of my jaw, I can't fucking you fucking asshole.
Listeners, every time he laughs, he's in pain.
That's why I see this delay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So his pain is your joy.
Asshole.
Listeners, if you're an audio only listener, this is the podcast that you want to see it. In video.
No, you don't. No, you don't. There's nothing special going on. This way I can have a conversation. Oh, well, this thing, I can't open my jaw all the way. Thank God. Okay. Unlike you hoes.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, the only reason I want to do the podcast today is not because my jaw finally I can speak a little bit. Was because there was this one of our followers. She's a PhD student, and she's going through something right now. And she was like, "Hey, like I really need a fucking episode, all right? Like I know you're going through something, but I'm also going through something, so I need an episode."
So this episode is for the PhD.
This episode's for all the people that were in our DMs that were giving me shit for being sick. Like, hey, yo, look, I know you're tired and shit, but listen, the episode better drop.
Welcome to fame, Adil.
Oh my god, hey man! As long as they need it, I don't mind. What was it? Oh my god, I was gonna say something so awful, but thank God I just remembered I'm on the podcast. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm dying for y'all sins. Anyway, so let's start the podcast.
What? Press the button. Press the button. بسرعة خلاص خلصنا.
I'm looking for it. Oh,
this is gonna be a fun one.
No, it's not. I can barely speak, my guy.
No, for us. For us. It's gonna
Yes,
be
exactly. I'm massively entertained already.
Hello.
Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate y'all. We're out. We gave you on an episode. Anyway, hey, welcome, Pastor Kabsa. It's your boy Adil. Oh my god, I don't know why the fuck am I doing this.
Listeners, I can see the vein popping from his forehead right from here. This man is fighting for his life. For
Anyway,
y'all.
episode 179. Thank you for joining us. Shout out tens and listeners. Shout out tens and tens of viewers. I apologize for my voice. The left side of my face is fucked up right now. I'm in extreme joy and happiness to be alive and to be here and do this with my nice friends. I got jokes on my right.
Yo, you don't have to continue to send this Adi.
I got listener number one in existence.
I exist, technically.
Shamsi is out hoeing in Barcelona. If you guys see a hairy furball just walking around with smiles,
Tumbling around, please.
By the way, someone followed us, right?
What? Hold up.
Listen, I'm not gonna see who it is, but I'm gonna tell you later on. Someone followed us, and I opened up to see the account and it said Barcelona, and I was like, "Oh, Shamsi."
Marketing, man. It's marketing.
So I said to the boys, I was like, "Y'all need to relax." Oh my god! Hold up. I apologize to all the listeners that I cannot show you this picture, but I'm gonna show you what Ned sent me.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
His marketing.
Yes. What's the name of that dude? Gotti?
I don't know who that is.
Antonio. What was the
John Gotti.
architect?
Ah, Gaudi.
Gaudi. What his name is? Yeah. There's a picture
Gotti.
of Shamsi.
I
How
was-
do you come me? I turned him into a
I
gangster.
expected gold columns.
Yeah, I was thinking of the gangster as well.
Irv Gotti?
Yeah.
Irv Gotti is arrested.
Oh wow.
Well, anyway, he's there with the works of art of Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Well, anyway, how you guys doing?
Better than some of us.
This is the one episode you're supposed to speak more than me, you piece of shit.
No. Sorry. This is joy in this video.
This is massively entertainment.
Yeah.
All right, so how about we start with this? Shout out to one of our followers and listeners. Oh my God, hold up. I apologize again. You are live on the podcast, my friend. How are you?
I am good. So I can't swear.
You coming or not?
I don't think so. I just finished from this event. بروح باخذ لي معسل.
We just said this is on the podcast.
It's literally on the podcast.
I don't care.
Anyways, I'll let you later on, all right?
يلا
Yalla, peace. Oh, thank God I didn't plug it in so no one can hear him clearly.
Mhm.
Shout out to Gila Ging in Riyadh. Anyway, so what were we talking about?
Shout out to the listener.
Did you guys hear about? Where is it? Let me find it. I think it was the 100,000 riyal kharoof.
What?
They call them sugar daddies now.
I was just about to say, be more specific.
Be more specific, please.
خروف نجدي يصل سعره إلى 100,000 ريال سعودي.
Still be more specific.
Yeah, like I find a bunch of those at Cipriani. Like this, like I can find them. Like you can tell by the cufflinks, my guy.
We're talking about an actual kharoof.
By
Okay,
the
not a
airdrop
person,
link.
you idiot.
Okay.
Not your
Why?
type.
Why?
I have no idea, my guy. I'm not a kharoof expert.
Oh, okay. No, that's a butte right there.
It comes from clean stock.
Yeah. You can see there's some lineage going in there. Yeah, that's a long neck on a goat. صاير ايش فيه?
I have no
This
idea.
is
خشمة سلة سيف.
But anyway,
whatever that is.
your type
And
of
a
people,
two-tone,
listen,
so yeah.
number one would actually,
My type of people.
yes, y'all would purchase this. Tell me I'm lying.
My type of people purchase a lot of things. I'm not exactly proud of it,
Okay.
but like you do it for the culture.
Okay. So you're just gonna escape that real quick, huh?
Absolutely, I am escape man.
All right, let's go. I don't know.
No, but how, Yani, is it like for food, or are we talking like this is a prized possession to put in someone's
Well, let's be
menagerie?
honest. If you're gonna pay 100K to buy any type of sheep,
Somewhat.
if you would, most likely you're taking it for the lineage.
That sheep gonna be studded. That's a stud sheep.
Also, none of us are saying money laundry, right?
No.
None of us
No,
are saying money laundry. No way in hell.
What?
No hell. It's perfectly acceptable
Yeah,
for
yeah,
100,000 riyal for kharoof.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Every time I go kharoof shopping, I always look at the price tags.
Yes, the criteria is خروفي لابس بدلة صوفي.
Okay.
true.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, you're gonna find this kharoof موسم in Riyadh most likely somewhere.
Yo, influencer vibes.
I
see
would
it.
not be
I see it.
surprised if we see him walking around the boulevard.
Yeah.
I would not be. It's the boulevard in Riyadh season. Y'all know how the vibe is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of khirfan over there, but this one's gonna be a specific kharoof.
Yes.
Anyways,
Interesting.
yes, great stories.
Very interesting way to start the podcast with 100. What? How much was it?
100,000 riyal.
Riyal.
Yes,
خروف.
that's a lot of money. But yeah, if you gotta spend it.
To some people, that's not a lot of money, unfortunately.
Anyway, were we talking about Starbucks on the podcast?
Did we?
I don't remember.
Or was it off the podcast when we were talking about Starbucks, PIF purchasing, what's the name, a bigger stock in Starbucks? Was it on or off?
Well, I think it was off the podcast.
I think it was off the
probably.
podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, so like for listeners, a couple of weeks ago, we heard a rumor that PIF is going to buy a bigger share of Starbucks. The shares specifically be, who was it? Oh, I just remembered you don't exist here. I forgot. Yes. So anyway, we were discussing it because the rumor came out. It was, I don't remember which newspaper leaked it. It wasn't leaked. It was just talked about. And then yesterday, or I think today, there was a delegation from Starbucks that came to Jazan
Interesting.
to look at the Saudi coffee beans.
Nice. Okay.
So remember the conversation we had that if PIF puts in a bigger stake, we can have access to basically the whole world with, spreading the coffee.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great fucking move.
I saw MOC is doing a campaign with Starbucks too. Design your own cup, and it's all based on the year of the Saudi coffee. They have
Interesting.
billboards all over like London, New York,
Oh, I didn't
Barcelona.
know about that, bro.
Everywhere.
Send it if you got to send them. Let me see that.
I'll share them.
But ultimately, the sign of success wouldn't be just coffee. If you think about it, you know how Starbucks has cake pops?
Okay.
Why not Arika pops?
Look, Starbucks usually has these kind of things. I think. Okay, let's be honest. All right. Who was in control of Starbucks before? Who had the majority shares? Al-Wakala for Starbucks. It was some guy in Kuwait, wasn't it?
Shire.
Shaya, right? So Shaya really dropped the ball on Starbucks. Like in my own personal opinion, having to work because I used to do recruitment for retails a long time ago, and like I understand what Dior wants, what Chanel wants, and how they're looking at Saudi, specifically, let's say Harvey Nichols. They understand what they're looking at, and how they're gonna talk to their consumers. Starbucks dropped the ball. Any Starbucks you go to around the globe, when there's a celebration of some shit or some national day or whatever, things are happening at Starbucks, except here. It's very lame. There's not a lot of options. You don't get a lot of new things that you get, like, for example, Dubai. I'm not going to go too far. Maybe just go to Dubai. Don't even go to Dubai. Go to Bahrain. So I think he really dropped the ball. At least now, there's going to be... every Starbucks that you find is fucking packed. The least you can do is give something back. Give me a Arika cupcake.
Oh,
Yes,
I'd love that. Oh,
Arika.
I would love that.
Yes, give me.
Maso pudding.
There you
Also
go.
pudding, yes.
Please.
And Jessica in LA would be like tweeting about it. I had this
Arika.
artisanal pudding from the Middle East. I'm gonna make a version with pumpkin spice.
Okay, there you go.
Pumpkin spice arika.
Once you drop it there, it's why is it so spicy?
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh.
Look at this and I go forward. A dates cupcake.
Why not?
What more do you want, bro?
But speaking on the whole spicy thing, that's not. I used to think that was a joke, but in my old office, not the one that you talked about, Adil, the one after that,
Okay.
we decided, hey, it's Thursday. We hate ourselves. We hate life. Let's get shawarma, as we do,
Yeah.
As one does
as one does.
Yes.
during a working day
Mhm.
Yes,
in one of their offices.
yes,
Okay.
as you do, because you want some joy in your life, and only shawarma can provide you joy.
True.
So it was me, a couple of Saudis, and a bunch of white people. We're talking mayonnaise.
The
white
reason
people.
he said me and a couple of Saudis is because this in the board doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and a couple of Saudis and a bunch of white people. We're talking like mayonnaise on bread white.
Nice.
You see,
Nice.
listeners, he's in excruciating pain, and I'm enjoying it. Quite a-
Please, more comedy, please.
You're an ass.
So
You're
we ordered like just regular shawarmas. So some of us ordered the spicy, and some of the whites ordered the regular, as they do.
hmm
okay.
So this Canadian dude, he was like, "Hey, this is a spicy one. I feel spicy." I'm like, and I said without missing a beat, "No, dude, that's called seasoning."
Ooh.
And I felt I had won a battle for the culture.
Yes. You made us all proud.
Were they all stunned?
one victory in the face of histories of colonialism.
Let's be honest.
You know what? That makes it all better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scratch all the colonialism.
Window. Okay, stop.
That joke though, that's a win.
The second the whites land here, it's all spice.
Everything's spicy too.
Yeah, there's nothing here that you get that's fucking bland, except for those vegans and their vegan thingies.
No. Have you tried vegan food here?
No.
It is full of spices. And in a good way, to be honest, because
That's called Indian food too.
Yes.
there's
I'm
Indian
about to
food.
say, bro.
There's Indian food. There's
That's
also
called Indian food.
I'll give you that.
Sorry.
Okay, but you have those let's call them white people vegan restaurants.
Gentrified restaurants.
Gentrified. That's the PC word, right? They do add a lot of spices to their veganism to make it more appealing to the local culture.
Because soybean and tofu doesn't have taste.
Exactly. So you got to add a lot of spice, and
No,
you
that's
got
'cause
that cultural.
We're used to spice.
Exactly.
So you can't give me anything without fucking spice. I don't care how vegan you want me to be.
Yeah.
You better add some peppers and salt. To the minimum.
Is this tofu? Because it just tastes like filfil. What's happening?
It tastes like nothing and spices.
Exactly.
Even though we were the original, what's the name? Vegans of the world. But people tend to forget that.
Because meat was a commodity here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now they want to shame me for the meat that I got. Okay, wait, hold up.
Well, I'm still.
I'm slapping the fuck. I'm slapping the fuck. My guy.
Disregard the phrasing joke that happened in your head. This is the real joke.
Listeners, the vein is an inch in front of my head. I can see it. I can touch the vein.
This is the fucking meds. Anyway, you can't shame me for
the meat I got.
you assholes.
So you're saying red beans and rice didn't miss you?
No, no, you assholes. Anyway, Mr. fucking Angus Beef sitting right next to me, talking about vegan food all day, like he's always eating
No,
vegan.
I
shit.
tried it. I'm exploring.
You exploring?
Yes, I'm going back to Meatland.
You're finding yourself.
Racing.
How marbled is that meat, Turks?
Yo,
I told you it's going back to Meatland.
but how marbled is it? What's the fat content of that meat?
Thick.
Does it melt in your mouth, Turks?
Oh, okay. This is off the rails. This podcast is off the rails.
Hey man, they asked for it.
True.
Okay.
Hey, you get what you asked for.
We were happy to sit it out this week and come back strong next week, and they shamed us. Publicly shamed us. Well, not publicly, but yeah, I get the vibe.
Privately shameless.
Oh,
Yeah, just like
Anyway.
any Saudi would.
where were we? Where are we?
Sorry, family flashbacks. Go. What are we talking about?
Yes, we were talking about how we're the original vegans.
We were talking
You're
about
gonna kill me today.
spices and vegan food.
And how meat was a commodity here.
Yes.
Yes, great news. Anyway, so Poland,
Okay.
funny enough, Poland asked Germany for 1.2 trillion, was it?
Reparations?
Yes, for reparations for the war.
What?
They just finalized the finances.
Oh wow! Since the 40s. That one. Okay, that
Yeah.
one. Wow.
They're like, bruh, by the way, 1.3 trillion is what we need.
Wow.
Remember back then, bro?
Yes. It just took them like 60 years or some shit.
Well, we are doing multiple calculations. They're mini zeros. Sausage.
Sausage.
Pierogies. Cabbages.
Ah, wow. Your idea of currency exchange in Europe is beautiful.
Sausage. Here, sausage. Oh. But anyway, how the fuck do you work that out?
It's that's ridiculous.
You
to
look
be
at your
honest.
budget deficit.
Okay, hold on. You look at it from the fucking 40s,
Yeah.
right? So, okay, number one is infrastructure. You can get the numbers for infrastructure.
That's easy.
That's the easiest part.
That's
I think
easy.
the most important part was that one.
But human lives
Yeah, exactly. How do you...
Emotional
and
distress.
the generational
emotional
effects
distress.
of human lives being taken.
Yeah. Emotional distress is like a bunch of zeros, I think. I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you're asking other countries for money, the human part is not accounted for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they don't give two shits about that.
It's dollar bills.
Exactly. It's about how much money I can get from you for the things I need to repair and build. So 1.3 trillion, I don't know how the fuck do you pay off 1.3 trillion?
I mean, they got a lot of car companies out there. in
What do you
Germany.
mean? There's only 3 of them and they're all gonna die.
But no, they're doing good. Are they doing good?
The whole car market is flipping.
But they're quite expensive, and they are still getting expensive. And I'm getting pissed.
That's a different conversation.
And
Yeah.
we won't talk about that in detail so we don't get sued.
Exactly.
Fair point. Okay.
Oh my god. But yeah, infrastructure, I'm down with that. Rebuilding neighborhoods, I'm down with that. Hospitals, I'm down with that.
That's all infrastructure.
Exactly. Like this, what else are you gonna ask money for?
That's a tough question. What did you take away from them?
Oh,
Hey,
I
yeah,
can tell
yeah,
you.
yeah.
They took everything.
There's-
Human lives, you
Yeah.
name it, bro.
True, but you just said they don't account for that.
There was this place
Apparently.
called Warsaw. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it therapy?
Thank you for being here today.
I appreciate myself.
Well, anyway,
And Germany said, no, we will not do that. Polish person.
They refused?
No, they said yes.
No,
yes.
based on what grounds? I want to know.
No, basically, we have done enough.
that's an old Germany that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Is that
Wrong flag.
Wrong flag, bro.
those were not us.
You were looking for the black one and the red one, my guy.
we were all on vacation.
There was a guy that was pointing his arm around.
Mhm.
He's gone now. So
Mhm.
the person you need money for doesn't exist anymore. That's ridiculous.
It is.
But if that goes through, that opens up the door to a lot of problems.
Who says if it goes through or doesn't?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
Where do you take it?
No, who's
EU courts? EU courts.
The Hague, probably.
Den Haag?
The Hague.
Yeah.
The Hague in Arabic, it's called.
No, and
It's
Their
it's,
language.
it's Danish.
Yeah.
And it's like it's Daneland land is known for the Hague and tulips. So and windmills.
All right.
That was my cultural minute, listeners.
All right. Thank you for
see,
joining us.
I've been there and I don't know any of that information. Sorry.
See, I'm proving my value already.
Yeah, you are. But what's happening at The Hague? They got
International Criminal Court.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's that place where that Serbian war criminal drank poison live on TV.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Now you know where it is.
See, I have a very selective memory. If it's meme related, I am there.
I was like, this guy, like, said,
Meme related. Just a guy committed suicide.
like, this guy basically said,
The internet would like had a field day with that one.
I kill many people, but I will die for if Serbia. Drink. And like, people were sitting around for like saying, like, did this guy actually do that? And when he dropped dead, like, oh,
He did.
he did.
Yeah.
He did do that. It was like that.
Shit, that's
Humans are scary, bro.
But yeah, okay. So they take it to The Hague, and that's where the court. And where's The Hague again? Belgium,
It's
Netherlands.
Yes.
بعد
بعد
البطحة
محطة بعد محطة أنا-
بعد البطحة
Okay.
بعد البطحة يسار.
Okay.
تعرف المربع؟
But they speak German there, right?
Do you speak German there?
They speak
they?
Dutch.
What is Dutch? It is German.
It's like
It's German light.
it's stupid English.
Stupid English.
It's basically
No,
like
that's Australian.
No,
Sorry.
it's
Hey, come on.
Okay,
Come
your
on.
people. Okay,
The peoples. Come on.
that's-
Didn't they go through enough? Weren't they jailed enough?
Dutch sounds like if English was spoken by somebody who was mocking English.
Dutch is German, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
English is a Matava language. So bunch
Yes.
of words
Yes.
are borrowed from German, which were in turn borrowed from Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, you'd say I ate the cheese in Dutch would be like I eaten the cheese in something like that. Basically,
Okay, that checks out.
it's close enough, but you get they get the spirit of the joke. Is that it's a stupid language,
Yeah.
and I hate it.
Okay, so it's like Khalijis and Lebanese speaking.
It's not mutual intelligible. It's a different language from Dutch.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Anyway, let's move on. Speaking of Dutch, Max Verstappen won Formula One, by the way. He's a world champion
البركة ألف
with 4
مبروك.
races to go.
4 races to go?
Yes.
Well,
What? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's the part I'm trying to get to.
Interesting.
There's still 4 races to go, and he already maxed out. Hey, Max. There you go.
Hey.
Funny enough, has double points as Lewis Hamilton. Lewis is not even top 5.
Wallah.
Yeah.
What's happening
This
with
year he's sucked.
How come? He's still on the same team, right?
Well, this year there was new
who?
rules and
Mercedes?
regulations. Mercedes, yeah.
Yeah.
There's new rules and regulations for Formula One this year,
Okay.
and so the cars had to be rebuilt in a totally
Just like
different
any
way.
other year. But see, what
No, this year was way different. The aerodynamics was changed totally. So this year was like a testing year for a lot of companies. Mercedes like dropped the ball big time on this.
Oh, okay.
What's the name? Red Bull and Ferrari and McLaren, they've been going head to head. Aston Martin also did a good run.
But just a question. Statistically.
question. So even if he doesn't show up for the next 4 races, he's
Done.
he's done.
He's done.
بس كده الموضوع بس
مجاملة.
وناسة.
وناسة بس كده طقطقة.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now it's just about
What
hey,
no offense, but
cementing it.
what a flex.
That's a
Hey.
fucking flex. Yeah.
بقوة.
It's not the first time that ever happened in Formula One. I think Lewis did the same thing a couple of times, I think. I don't remember correctly. My history of Formula One is shitty. But
But when that
Max-
happened, did he race the like? Did he go to the races that
I think he did. But the thing about Max, what you need to look at is now he's not only a champion, he's back-to-back champion.
Yeah, second year in a row.
Yep. He broke the Lewis Hamilton.
Streak.
I think Hamilton was like 3 in a row or 4 by the time Max won
Wallah.
last year. Yeah. Lewis used to have fucking fun in front.
Yeah, he is the
It's like whenever we watch Formula
quote
1.
unquote Cristiano Ronaldo of Formula One.
No, he's just a great Formula 1 driver.
Cristiano is the quote unquote Lewis Hamilton of football.
So, and Messi fans are getting crazy right now.
Yes.
Best Messi fans so that.
But whenever we used to watch races when Hamilton is winning, whenever we see him in the lead, we're just looking at 2nd to 10th. What's going to happen? Like we ignore first class. That's done with. That's automatic Lewis.
Yeah, تحصيل حاصل.
Okay. My jaw got a little bit loose and that was painful as hell.
Oof.
Well, anyway, congrats to Max. You deserve it. Fuck
cool.
Lewis Hamilton. Saying it with all hate because of what he said about my country, but it's all good.
Yeah.
I'm not being petty at all. So, we're going to questions?
Up to you.
Before questions, OPEC.
What happened?
So,
It's been very fucking interesting.
Guys, can you hear that sound?
What's that sound?
It's coming from the US. I think it's the sound of the ambulance.
What does the ambulance sound like?
Wah.
Why Jeff that?
Because I know that's what he's looking for.
As a person who does not know anything about the news, what happened?
Basically, we are a country with sovereignty and have our own political and economic goals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's upsetting the white people a lot.
How dare you put out a strategy plan to make sure that your economy is successful in the future? How dare you care about your own people?
Without consulting them.
You didn't even talk to me that you care. You're not supposed to care.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you have a budget?
What do you mean you have goals?
What do you mean you have ambition?
What do you mean about having energy security? So a shit show doesn't happen again when countries have to fucking suffer. What happened to all that? You're not supposed to have any of that. You're not supposed to have a conscience.
Yeah.
Allah yahdik, man. You're stupid, bro.
So it was a fun one, huh?
It was fucking
really
hilarious.
Fun. It was really fun.
Look, every time these things happen, Adil Jubair pops up. Okay? And when Adil Jubair pops up, you know it's going to be wild. So he was on Fox News, right? Hold on. I have this here. I don't want to blast it in people's ears. Hold on.
Very committed to ensuring stability in the oil markets to the benefit of consumers and producers. Over the past year, when we saw shortages, we increased our oil production gradually. Now we are seeing, meaning the 22 countries that make up OPEC Plus, we are seeing shortages. We are seeing headwinds in terms of geopolitics. We're seeing headwinds in terms of growth rates, a slowdown in economies.
He is talking like a true professional. He's giving you a pure explanation.
Yes.
Trying to make you understand what's going on because it sounds like you're too dumb to understand what the hell's going on. And then this dude decided to take this route, okay?
Price is low, and what we need to do is...
you need to hear this.
The U.S. at this time, short of an election. Here is Ro Khanna, a Democratic congressman, very fired up about this. Take a listen.
The priority is to get gas prices low, and what we need to do is be very tough on Saudi Arabia. I mean, after all we've done for that country, President Bush, the first Bush, defended them against Saddam Hussein, made sure that they weren't invaded. We give them all of the weapons, 70% of their weapons. For them to do this to the American people is outrageous, and we should say if they don't reverse their decision, we're going to stop sending them weapons.
So how do you respond to that?
I think that this is probably part of the emotions that have to do with upcoming elections. Saudi Arabia.
See, when I heard that first line, I will translate this to a lot of people that don't understand it. He's saying, bitch, you're in your feelings. That's what he's saying.
Yes,
He's like, bitch, you're in your fucking feelings. Come back to fucking reality where we all exist when there are things that you need to fucking plan for. But bitch, you're in your fucking feelings. That's what he said. I will translate it to
That's a quick shutdown.
to the white people of America. Well, actually, to all America. I'm not going to say kiss my ass yet, but I'm going to say, you're in your fucking feelings right now. Get out of your fucking feelings and come to fucking reality.
Not everything is about you.
Not everything is about... You know what kills me? Let me tell you what really annoyed me. Oh, my jaw hurts. When sleepy ass Biden came out and he was like, Saudi decided to stand with Russia or stick with Russia or some shit like that. Words like that are fucking harmful. and you are a sitting president, that you need to have alliances. So you need to be careful and figure out who your friends are and who you should be respectful with
Tell
or
'em.
who you be disrespectful with.
And here's the thing, quote unquote, standing Russia doesn't hold water. Like Russia has embargoes up the ass. It cannot sell its oil, literally, for most of the market. This is at best, minorly impactful to Russia. This is about the global thing. Like, I'm sorry, but OPEC has what, 20 countries?
22, I think.
Yeah, and some of them are African countries. They need oil as their main source of revenue. Like, I'm sorry, like the world exists outside of the Western bubble. Like, we tell Nigeria, okay, sorry, you can't meet your budget because we want oil to be low because we think it'll hurt Russia. Like, no, like the world isn't about you.
And the most hypocritical thing was, you know what the US did to European countries when they asked for gas?
No.
I think they sell it at 4 times the amount.
They sold them at 4 times the
shit.
fucking amount.
Seriously?
So you know that your allies need gas.
Wow.
All right? This was 5 days ago. The German minister criticizes US over astronomical natural gas prices. This is the German fucking minister saying this.
Mustahil.
So even your allies are telling you, yo, you're being a dick. And you're coming to us with that fucking energy as if we're morons. Like, we don't understand what's going on. Let me tell you what this does, okay? Basically, all Biden and the Democrats did right now was disrespect their own people. That's it. It doesn't affect us. Business goes as usual for us. All they did was disrespect their own people that they should represent, their own country that they're leading, by giving them all this bullshit, misleading information when you are being a total dick to people that are going through war right now and you don't even care about them and you're raising their prices because you know that they want it. So you are taking this situation and using it to your own fucking advantage.
So it's not even because like gas production is costing them more. Right?
Nope. You need it. We're going to raise that fucking price for you.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, and here's
And, oh, now we can't do supply and demand though.
and here's the thing. The Democrats refused to acknowledge like maybe they were poorly thought out when it comes to their energy policy.
No, they were wrong. There was no plan. There was no
I
strategy.
tried to be diplomatic. Turns out going green wasn't all it's cracked up to be, my guy.
Not only that, you didn't put any fucking plan how you're gonna get there. All you did was say, yo, Elon, I hope you can do something great for everybody to fucking follow you. That's all you did. You looked at tech companies and said, hey, you guys need to be more green and invest in more green initiatives. And maybe somehow through your fucking tech, we'll get there. You don't put any fucking plans or policies, an actual structural plan for the world to get off of oil where everybody can align on it. Saudi was one of the first countries to say, yo, no oil in the future? Cool. Clean energy? Let's start. We're investing in clean energy today. But there's no conversation of clean energy between countries because it doesn't fucking exist. It's just a bullshit fucking theory that they have no plans for, but they want to shove it down. Look, Democrats, very simply, they are a bunch of fucking old women that sit there and judge you. That's it. That's all they do. They just sit there and say, oh, you're wearing that? Oh, you're saying this about that person? Oh, you're doing that? And they're doing nothing about it.
How
all they do is
problematic.
just fucking judging. That's it. Like all my grandmas used to do to me.
Just shade. Shade upon shade.
Like how my grandma used to see me and say, oh, what is this asshole? Okay. That's exactly what they're all doing.
Listeners, imagine عمتكم اللي تقول لسه ما تزوجت as a political party. That is the Democrats.
Man, I truly wish that the American people get a government that actually gives a fuck about them. I truly wish for that. I have a lot of friends back there. And I really wish that they can get a fucking government that actually gives a living fuck about them and wants to invest for things for them. They're not doing that.
I truly wish for $1 billion.
Okay, so it's not going to happen.
I truly wish for that.
Okay, so it's not going to happen.
I truly wish for that.
No,
Since we're wishing, yeah.
Since we're wishing, it's not going to happen. Because that's the bullshit. Like, you're attacking countries. Well, I don't give a fuck about other countries. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. They have their own policies and they run however they want to run. But the reality is, we're one of the few countries that's investing back in its people, investing back in its economy, investing into every single little sector that we have. And we have a government that actually cares about us and is trying to help us and guide us into new directions where the future of the country is going, right? I wish they can have a government that gives a fuck about them the same way that we have a government that cares about us.
And here's the thing. If you remember back in, I want to say 2015, where they were all about fracking and shale oil,
Yes.
they were absolutely foaming at the mouth like, oh, Saudi's going to be bankrupt. We don't need Saudi oil anymore.
That was like a 2018 or some shit, wasn't
Or
it?
something like that. Like,
Yeah, 2018, I think.
they were counting down the day, quote unquote, till Saudi goes bankrupt. They had projections, okay, and this year in 2018, Saudi will go bankrupt. And then now, when the tables, I wouldn't say the tables have turned, but when reality said, nah, it's basically the entire country pulled the shocked Pikachu face meme. Like, we did nothing. We were only just following our own best interests.
Because that's what they wanted people to fucking think. They want, look, white people are going to be white people. They're not going to fucking change. It's all about incentives. They don't give a fuck about you. Americans don't give a fuck about the Middle East. They're looking at it as a jackpot. Oh, what can we get out of that? What money can we make? And get the fuck out. That's all they give a fuck about. Not only them, French, all the fucking white people all around the world. They don't care. Everyone cares about themselves. Period. Every country cares about itself. All these fucking unions that they're creating, it's all just fake bullshit. Because every time war comes around, you see people with their true fucking faces.
Not even war. Remember back in COVID where basically countries were seizing vaccine shipments?
Yes, that's
like,
true.
yo, حقنا.
No,
حقنا.
Yes. No. Forget humanity.
We're not using this. I'll just throw it in the ocean. We're good.
No. The disrespect and this bullshit is non-fucking stopping. It fucking annoys the shit out of me.
Here's the thing. If we're going to be very cynical,
As always.
like, if the power and electricity goes out in a major European country, it will descend into Mad Max within a month. Like, it's
you'd give it a month.
Yeah,
Nice.
like
I think UK just announced that there's gonna be low power cuts in certain areas for certain hours every day.
so you've heard of knife crime? Get ready for super knife crime. Machete crime.
That's the worst advert I've ever heard, to be honest.
Hey, this is actually for the first time that you can actually say winter is really coming.
No, yeah.
This winter is going to be wild. The world is going to go crazy this winter. And we're literally on the fucking brink of a world war. I think we're already in a world war, to be honest. It's just the parties
not
haven't
hot.
chosen a side yet.
It's not hot yet.
You know, everybody's still like, hanging on for something specific. The French were protesting today against what the US wants to do with Ukraine. They want like, yo, get us the fuck out of this bullshit. We just want our fucking natural gas. We want to do our own thing and live our lives.
Yes.
Germany has been doing the same exact thing. So now you are not winning the hearts and minds of the people. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Hold up. And Tyler, you're live on the podcast. I know it's Monday, but we're recording. Hi, how are you?
Hello.
And Tyler, what do you want? He's not saying anything.
He's
Hold up, my bad. Yo.
Am I?
We're live on the podcast. What's happening?
Oh, for real? Bro, I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
Wait. How's Overwatch?
Bro, وينك انت؟
How's Overwatch?
How's Overwatch?
Turks
How's
ولا
Overwatch?
who is this?
That's listener number one.
And Turks.
Yo,
أهلا. Bro, you guys gotta join up كده يعني أسرع وقت.
how's the queue?
And I'm killing everybody. Nobody's alive by the time you guys get it.
How's the queue?
والله لا it's good. Servers are stable.
All right. Let me finish up this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call.
يلا you guys have a good one.
Yeah,
Peace.
Peace.
let me tone this down so no one calls me.
Thank you very much.
Listeners, this podcast is unrehearsed, if you can't tell.
No, right? We have no plans. Well, anyway, can we just get off of that topic and move on?
Yalla.
Let's do that. Let's go to questions.
Yes, to recap. Wah.
Yes. Oh my God, man. Anyway,
Release the Wario within.
yes, let's go. Oh, questions. Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da.
All right, let's go.
Question time.
Question number one. Ooh, my jaw. Third culture kids who grew up in Saudi whose identity is mostly Saudi oriented. Now, let me say this. I think since the last year and a half, by the way, happy birthday, guys. We just completed it's like 3 years as a company and like 2 years as a podcast.
Okay, yeah,
Let's go. All right.
Now we have 3 years? Listen.
2 years as a podcast, but we started like over 3 years ago. But we publishing's been 2 years. We started in February 2020. but we published in October 2020.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're still got.
We're 2 years in.
We're 2
Fine.
years in. No, لسه باقينا على third year.
We're 24
Yes.
months.
Almost.
Can we
Anyway.
move?
Yeah.
Anyway,
You brought it up. But okay.
Everyone kept asking about that same question to talk about third culture kids. The reason I kept ignoring it is because I think it's disrespectful for me to talk on behalf of all the people. We have friends who are third culture kids, and we would like to have them on the podcast. And they're also great at things that they're doing.
Mhm.
And that's one of the topics we want to have with them. I think it's disrespectful for us to just have the topic by ourselves when we're all Saudis. I grew up abroad and came here, but you guys both of you grew up here. And I think that perspective needs to be seen from that person themselves, not
True.
other than us.
And can you define a third culture kid again?
And just before we start, I super grew up here.
You did.
I super grew up here. Yeah.
Let me scan this real quick. Tell me what third culture kid was.
A third culture kid is
A definition, please.
It's a definition. I'll tell you. It's basically somebody who is originally from another country
Mhm.
or basically found themselves in another country for the majority of their formative years. So, for example, would be like, say, imagine I'm an Aramco kid. I grew up here, but I've known Saudi most of my life, and I have no real connection with the States. So I would define being Saudi as something that's part of my identity, even though I'm not Saudi. And that applies more, honestly, if you're talking about it like more of Arab expats, like you're Egyptian or Syrian or whatever, you grew up here in schools. كل أخوياك سعوديين ما تعرف السعودية ما تروح البلد اللي يمكن مرة مرتين في السنة. That's quote unquote the third culture.
Thank you for that definition.
All right.
Do you have a question?
I love you, Turks.
Next one.
No.
I love you, Turks.
No.
Opinions on tattoos written incorrectly in Arabic. I love them.
Yo, in font or in spelling? Because that's two different things.
No,
to be honest.
here's the thing. My bugbear. Okay, if you're gonna
Your bug what?
bugbear, it's my pet peeve.
That's a teddy bear.
That's my rap
like
name,
like a
actually.
ladybug.
That's my rap
Nice.
name, Little Young Bugbear.
I love how it's little young.
Little young bugbear.
Like little has young. Anyway, never mind. I'm sorry. All right, keep going.
Why do they write it in نسخة? In نسخ?
النسخة. Yes.
I was thinking about رقعة
Yeah.
and like. So
Yeah.
sorry. Why do they write it in نسخ?
Yeah.
It's like
It is the New Times Roman of fonts.
Exactly.
Yes.
yeah, like
Yeah.
why? Okay, we're gonna
Why?
write حب. Write it in like something else. Like
Some calligraphy. We literally have calligraphy.
yeah, it's like one of our distinct art forms. Like,
Exactly. But no, I'm going to use whatever Microsoft Word uses.
Speaking of hub, one of the guys has that one. It has hub on his chest, and one of the guys keeps reading hub.
that's
The guy gets crazy.
Yes.
He was like hub.
Geshim.
ladies and gentlemen, that's why harakat exists.
Exactly. It was just that's exactly what he said. He's like حبيبي ما تشوف فتحة ولا كسرة ولا شيء. هذه حب. Oh my god. By the way, I love them. I love every time I see someone, especially these Instagram models,
Yeah.
that are forcing Arabic.
It's the new version of the
Chinese.
the Chinese character. Yeah. Orange chicken. There's a tattoo.
I remember there was a guy who put all these Japanese letters on his car. And you know Imam, Ice's friend.
Yeah.
Imam read it for us. He was like, it says ice water.
It's a menu.
Yeah, this guy is like, oh, it means power.
No,
No, that's ingredients.
I think one of my favorite posts back when I used to occasionally check Tumblr was this white girl who had the phrase "Ana معفن" written on her forearm.
Oh wow.
That's awesome.
And like,
By the way, growing up in the States, we saw that a lot. And it's always either an Egyptian or Lebanese guy who wrote it down for them. So shout out to both of them who's been ruining white boy lives forever. Oh, next one.
next one.
Woo. All right. Light the Sky, FIFA World Cup song 2022. Did you guys see it?
What?
You didn't see it?
No.
There's a whole new song that came out for the World Cup.
That's for football. I'm not
Yeah,
doing-
you're wrong audience here.
Yeah.
Adil.
Marok.
Okay, all right. Well, the thing is,
What's the issue with it?
well,
Is it the Balqis song?
yes, it is.
Oh,
What?
Uh-huh.
Balqis is a singer.
I'm trying to remember who's on the song also.
I
So
know
I'm
that
trying to-
Balqis is a singer.
Yes.
But-
Her previous name was Barra Al-Kis.
So the official track is called what?
No,
Hayya, hayya or some shit?
let him sit on that, Adil. I want to see his reaction on that lovely joke.
No. That's
I said Balqis.
yeah. I got it.
Well, look, the beat is by Red One, if I remember correctly.
Red.
So, what do you think a World Cup track is going to sound like?
Waka waka.
Exactly.
That's exactly how it sounds like.
When I get older. That's basically it. برضو.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
It's all. It's literally it just fits between all the World Cup songs
Okay.
with a lot of screaming of "Ha!" and everyone cheering. Okay.
Yeah.
And Balqis singing in English.
Interesting.
Yeah, always English. Well, okay. Let me explain to you. This is one of those.
Sorry, I have to ask. Did the accent show in English?
Let me tell you this. First off, usually these tracks would kind of like give you a feeling of the area, right?
Yes.
This doesn't. This is one of those tracks
I
that
didn't do a
no. This is an industry track.
Mhm.
This is a track that was written inside a studio.
Oh yeah.
It was composed. It was ready.
Mhm.
Yo, give me the people that you want to bring me. Okay, you want these 4 people because they're Arab and they're relatable.
So it was produced by a consulting team.
Exactly.
Had it.
They brought them in like, yo, these are the words. Just give us some Arabic at the end of it. Yeah, let's go start. That's literally the fucking track.
Okay, hello.
Nothing else.
hello.
Nothing special.
I gotta play. I
Not a Qatari insight. No Qatari.
Interesting. I gotta check it out.
Uh,
Did they release a music video?
Yeah. There's a whole.
How's the music video?
First off, I'm gonna tell you how I saw the music video. I was watching Madrid's game, and then after the game, did the post press conference and shit like that. It was done, and then when it was done, I was busy doing something. You know what I was doing, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Yo, is this a commercial?" And Balqis has been here for 2 minutes already. Like, okay, what is this long ass fucking commercial? And then I was like, oh, that's the track.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's 4 girls in it. They're all like Arab singers. I don't know the names. I don't pay attention. But anyway, industry track, meh at best.
But here's the thing: that song is responsible for one of the weirdest posts I saw in my timeline today.
What?
I don't know. Like, I'm not even sure it's satire. Like, it's that weird. Like, I saw this post like الفنانة بلقيس تعتذر عن أدائها السيء في and I'm quoting the post here عن أدائها السيء في أغنية كأس العالم وقالت ما قدرت تغني لأن كان في رسام سوداني في الخاص عندي.
What?
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. That's my reaction. Like, what? What does that even
This got to
mean?
be bullshit.
I know. I was just like,
Oh, yeah. Anyway, but the track was basic as hell.
Okay.
Like you would not know. Look, here's the thing. I don't want to say anything wrong, but there could have been like other singers who sang this and they just put on faces.
Okay.
Yeah, I never heard them sing in English, so I could be wrong, but it didn't sound like. I don't know, bro.
but here's the thing. Like,
We're gonna check it out. We're gonna.
But here's the thing. I want to imagine like her in the studio just getting like boom, boom, notifications on her DMs and like it's like just this random dude like رسمت لك الوردة دي.
Alright.
That's the image that pops into my head يعني.
Yeah, keep doing that. I'm gonna put you in front of the camera. Keep doing that. Trying to get us in trouble. Oh my god. Anyway, next question.
Please.
Next
As
question.
soon as possible.
Yes, please.
Things to do now. The weather is getting better. Oh yes.
Go to the desert.
For the I think I don't know for like the last 3 years, this is the first time that October feels really really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before it used to be like we'll have to wait till November for the weather to get good.
Yeah.
But now the
it's-
weather at night has been amazing.
It's too early to be tolerable this year, but somehow it is tolerable.
It's gonna be a cold year.
I don't mind.
Wear sweaters, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I look forward to
Flex
it.
the sweaters.
So I don't know things to do when the weather gets better. All of us are out usually. We're either at Al Bar, as you said,
I'm not.
camping. Oh, of course, me and you are not, of course.
Or driving down to Starbucks to get a pumpkin spice latte for each.
Yes, or we're partying with the family.
Yeah.
Family
Yeah,
parties.
yeah, yeah.
I've got family parties. معروفة.
أغلطوا.
That's different, but yes.
Pumpkin spice is really good, actually. I'm tired of.
Look, the beautiful thing about the weather here, especially in Riyadh, because I love the cold weather in Riyadh. Anywhere you go at night is fucking packed, and someone's doing something outside. You go down to what's name Dir'i, and people are on bicycles going. You did this last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's on bicycles up and down at like at 2 a.m.
Wadi Hanifa.
Wadi Hanifa. There you go.
Beautiful shit.
Here's the thing. I'm always that guy.
Muslim Madriya is coming soon.
Yes.
I'm not
They
mistaken.
actually announced, like, they teased it today, actually.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Here's the thing. I'm always that guy who underestimates how cold it is. So my memories of cold activities in Riyadh are me trying not to get hypothermia.
Dude, come on. First tip, you gotta have 2 jackets in the car, a light one and a heavy one, just in case.
2 different colors.
Here's the thing.
2 different colors. If you care about fashion.
A lot of the time, I'm the okay. يكفي ثوب شتاء وخلاص انتفينا.
Cute.
I learned the hard way. Like,
Bro, I look forward to winter. We're going to Al-Ula soon, right? And I'm like thinking, yo, should I pack for the Al-Ula nights? Everyone's like, yo, bro, it's a good weather. You'll be fine.
We're good.
Yeah, wear t-shirts. I'm like, yo, bro, you sure I can't wear a jacket? No, I'm looking forward to winter, bro. I can't wait for winter to come around.
Yeah. I think I'm quitting Thawb Shitwi, to be honest.
why?
Because when it's noon, you kind of hate that you're wearing Thawb Shitwi.
Depends on the stock. The material.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to say
I don't
that.
know. We're talking about like
I was thinking about breeding stock because I was still on the goat, on the kharoof.
Next question?
Next question.
Let's go.
I sort of killed that question. I'm sorry, listeners.
Cute.
Who's the breeding goat though?
The what?
Sorry, his sentence. that's where I got.
Excuse me?
He said the what'd you say the
A breeding stock.
Yes, there was
Because
no
you were
goat.
thinking about the goat. He was thinking about the goat.
Were you thinking about the goat?
I am the goat.
All right, next question. Get the fuck out of here, yo. My jaw hurts me now. I'm trying to close up. We've been here an hour. Let's go.
Hey,
Why doesn't number one want us to know who he is? He's
Because
barely-
of the bullshit I keep saying on this podcast. Have you been listening, listeners?
Look, one of my friends told me this. Like a very close friend of mine. He's like, you're not showing your true self on the podcast. And I was like, it's hard for me to kind of try to dictate where the conversations are going and try to make sure that the boys are on their feet and we're moving along
yeah.
and try to be funny at the same fucking time.
Mm.
But he was like, he's like, now you have number one, so you don't need to worry. And I was like, put me in number one in the same place. I guarantee you this podcast will be fucking hilarious.
Oof.
Just sit me there and don't let me pay attention.
You just need the moderator.
That's it. Just give me
Yeah.
someone to moderate and just leave the rest of the bullshit just to me number one.
Mm-hmm.
Listeners, let me tell you a secret.
Let me tell you a secret.
If you guys want to pivot, I'm cool.
No. If you like, let me tell you, listen number one a secret. Not listen number one to listeners.
Stop doing this animation.
It fucking hurts,
please.
bro. You have no idea how much pain I'm in. A few minutes ago, listener number one was telling us a story about a surgery that he had,
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
and telling us about how painful it was and how he suffered how many months?
3 or 4 months.
3 or 4 months. While he's telling us that story, me and this asshole.
Not a single damn sentence went through without a joke flying.
Exactly.
Through all the horrors.
So we can't really show ourselves. This is why number one
True.
doesn't exist. Number one doesn't exist, by the way.
Listeners, I don't exist, and in that hypothetical surgery, I almost did not continue existing. And they kept ripping on me and making fun of me. And like, yo, how you died?
First off, no, none of us said that. We were talking
That's
about
a weak joke.
And
That's why I
yeah,
wouldn't say no.
that's kind of a lame joke.
we were talking about the muscle memory.
Muscle memory, ingesting several things.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, off to the next one. This number one doesn't exist, ladies and gentlemen. Stop looking for him.
Yes, I love you all.
No, you don't. Things. Oh, my bad. I already read that. Tell us the Kabsa story. Well, it all started in 1928.
What?
It was a cold winter night. What? I'm telling the people the story. You
Okay.
remember?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember 28.
1928. We were there.
28, it was a while back, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I remember.
It was a while back.
I remember.
The Nintendo 64 just released.
Exactly. You were there.
I was there, yes.
Oh my god. Anyway, continue the story for a second while I collect my fucking jaw.
So in 1928, the world was we were just recovering from the Spanish flu.
And the people were hungry.
Uh-huh.
And so they needed some commentary. And that's when me and Turks came in. Champsy didn't exist
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah. We just opened up a door and just sat in the middle.
Champsy was the Spanish flu.
Took him a couple of years just to collect from around the world.
That's why he's back in Barcelona now. He's making a comeback.
Listeners, Shamsi isn't a human being. He's a collection of bacteria
He is.
that has gained sentience.
He is.
One of our friends once asked me, he's like, describe Shamsi. I was like, if cancer had a face.
Listeners, this is our jokes to each other when you're not here.
Oh, Shamsi, I hope you don't make it back. The past couple of stories, actually, there's no story. We're just friends who decided to hate each other publicly.
Yeah. Since we're already hating you, why not just put it out there?
Just share the hate.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think there's like a couple episodes that we answered that question. Anyway, next one. Modern marriage in Saudi doesn't exist. Anyway, next one.
Ooh, what are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Do you think more people are getting married now compared to before?
No.
Because that's global, though.
Global. We're talking about here. I don't give a fuck what's happening globally.
Can you hear me chewing?
There's this,
No.
Okay, good.
I just find it hilarious. I was like, yo, people not getting married. But it's a global thing. Fuck global. People still not getting married though.
there's this thing called economics. You might have heard of it.
True.
Do you actually think it's economics?
I think a large part of it is.
A lot of people that I talk to, no one mentions economics.
Yeah, but that's in your circle. We're talking outside of your circle. It's still very expensive to get married.
I totally disagree with that. You can get married. It can be expensive to get married if you want it to be expensive. And you can
But
make
that's
it
the status
cheap.
quo, though.
Exactly. That depends on you. If you really want to get married, you saw what happened during COVID.
Yes.
People getting married left and right because they had to do dinners for nobody.
Exactly.
And-
They were
Yes.
seizing the moment, basically.
Yes, because they don't want to go out.
Because the status quo, everyone is expecting you to have an expensive wedding.
It's not even that.
Marriage,
It's
check it out.
not even that. Like, there's a lot of upfront cost for a guy to get married.
Yeah.
Bet, sayara, mahar.
Mhm.
The mahar itself, like, relax people with the mahar. No offense, yani.
Yeah.
Those are different problems that doesn't affect everybody else. There's a lot of people that we know that these kind of things don't affect them, right? But that's not the conversation. The conversation is why a lot of people are not trying to get married right now.
That's one aspect. The other aspect is like the people are different than before.
Yes, the changes that's happening in the country now is much more different than it was before. Some people that always want to be independent, now they can be independent. You can be a Saudi woman right now that doesn't need to get married, that can do her whole entire life, her whole career, do every single aspect of her life without even being in her family's house.
So marriage was a necessity at some point, and now it's a luxury or a
And-
choice.
I don't
a
think
choice.
I don't think it's a luxury.
It's an option.
It's always a choice if you want to get married or not. But
Yeah.
I think today there's a major change in the needs and wants of both parties
True.
compared to before.
True.
I have
Also true.
I have a pet theory. Is that
A bear bug and a pet theory. What's happening?
that's my other alias. You know how
Sir, give me a theory because I can move on. I'm in pain. I don't give a fuck about your bugs.
my theory is that a lot of the problems why people aren't getting married is that Saudi guys, they aren't really stepping up. Like, it's like, no offense, like if you're a career-driven woman and you have all your whole life in front of you وجايك فلان رصاصي الرمادي يقول ايه خلاص ما عندنا حريم يشتغلون ولا ما ادري ايش, like you need to upgrade your mindset, my guy.
Okay.
Is that a majority though?
That's not. Here's the thing: we do not know if it's a majority or minority, but that is one of the issues.
Yes, girls realize they don't need to settle, and therefore they are more discerning. مو أي واحد يجي خلاص.
Exactly. I'll give you that. Yeah.
Two, by the way, shout out to the new glasses that you have on your face.
They've been here for 5 months.
I just realized it right now.
Thank you.
Because you're always in the back.
Yes.
Well, anyway, the other reason is the expectations now are different. I know a lot of guys now that want their wives to have jobs. They're not looking
True.
for housewives. A lot of my boys and even people that I know of and relatives, they want a wife that also has a job, that also has a career, that also gives back to the family, right? I have friends who have wives that have jobs, but that's your money. That's for you.
Exactly.
But I want you to have a career. You know what I mean?
As a safety net.
So expectations right now are totally different than it was before. Before you just waited on this dick to come to the door and say, hey, I want to marry you. And then you're like, yo, am I forced to? Fine. I might as well. Now it's like, yo, okay, I have no problem getting married.
What do you bring to the table, my friend?
Exactly.
What do you bring to the table?
So I don't think it's about Saudi guys stepping up. I think there's a lot of guys who stepped up a long time ago. I think it's just about managing expectations and getting into an area where both of you can come together on even fucking common grounds. And that's going to be the issue right now. Because I could be wanting to teach my kids in a certain way, and you could be looking at it in a certain way. I could be like, I want you to have your 9 to 5, you know, and I want to pursue my career. And you could be, look, you do the 9 to 5, let me pursue my career. It's a different time that we live in. So I think different expectations, and people need to come on the same fucking table and talk about it. The problem that we have is because changes are happening, no one's having those conversations. That's one of the major issues that we have. I'm in so much pain right now.
I can see.
But I had to get that out.
I can see the vein in your head.
Oh my God, bro. No, seriously. The biggest issue that I found with, like, I have a lot of guy friends and girls who are friends. I managed that situation very well. And that's the major issue. What am I looking for? I'm looking for 1, 2, 3. Can you provide 1, 2, 3? Yes, I can. All right, now it's your turn. What are you looking for?
And honestly, like, people are way more complex than used to be before. Like, compatibility is a major thing, honestly.
True. Yes.
Really, really. Like, it's like, go back 20 years. Your average Saudi dude, the majority of the population, you could basically do a find your place and for the names, and you basically have the same guy when it comes to activities, outlook on life, values, whatever. Now there are so many variables in your worldview, your behavior, your activities, etc. Like, you're gonna need to find somebody who at least vibes with you in that way.
Well, look, first off, we're grateful to be alive. Okay? Because the expectations, as we said a few minutes ago, is different than before. And if you... Do you remember we used to joke about TVs and all the shows that we have here? It was basically... It's all huzn و طلاق and arguments.
Yes, Bago Shirka.
Yeah, where did that come from? It came from actually people what they're living through, and that's why a lot of people watch that. That's why they go after that, because a lot of people that are married into certain marriages, they never wanted it in the first place. They have like 20 kids, but they never wanted it in the first place. But they had to say yes because of whatever situation they were in.
True.
Or forced by family, whatever the fuck it is. But today, that thing doesn't exist anymore. So now, there's a lot of girls who saw their mothers growing up, and they're like, yo, I don't want that. And so I want to make it clear early on that I do not want that. So we can all be on the same fucking page. Now, some guys would have to learn how to fucking go somewhere and sit down and understand the fucking conversation and step the fuck up and accept to let go of some things.
Yes,
you know?
absolutely.
And it's same for women. You need to step up and also drop your guard a little bit and come to fucking even grounds.
But you have to admit, there's still a power imbalance here. Because at the end of the day, a woman is leaving her house, her family, to live with you. So for her, realistically, there's a lot more to lose potentially. Or maybe
a bigger sacrifice.
Yeah, a bigger sacrifice. There's a lot to be asked from you.
Thank you for saying that. That's a conversation that I had with a friend of mine, I think like a couple of months ago. He just got married and divorced at the same time. But anyway, when he got married, I was explaining to him that point. I was like, the number one thing that a lot of people do not fucking tell you, because you as a man, right, you know you're getting married, you know you're going to live with your wife in a house, right? She knows the same thing. So to you, you're ready for it. All right, let's get married, let's go to our house. But for her, leaving her life behind to start a new life with you in a house that's not hers, in a place that's not her home, in a kitchen that she never fucking saw before in her life, in a living room that she had to organize but not knowing if that's the vibe that she wants, her whole fucking life changed. You are an idiot that's been running out of the house trying to sleep at your friend's house since you were a kid, right? You and the boys, the whole weekend you're sleeping over there, so you don't mind going to a new fucking place and sleeping on the ground. But for women getting married, it's a different fucking thing. And as guys, we never really thought about that. Like all the boys that got married that I talked to, I was about to say all the boys that I got married to. Every time I talk to them, that one point when we speak about it, they're like, oh, fuck, yeah, you're right. You know what? I didn't realize that. Maybe because I saw it early on because I grew up abroad, right? And I saw all my friends that got, with their girlfriends living in the same place. So I kind of understood that early on. But for a lot of people, they don't understand that, bro. They don't understand that. They don't understand how severe it is.
It's whiplash.
It's huge. it can actually ruin your fucking marriage. That's how big of a deal it is.
And for the girl, she's in most cases, she is leaving her father, and her father,
Her protector.
her father is
Her security.
her provider, her protector. He is everything to her, and for her, he is a standard. And a lot of guys aren't even attempting to reach the standard that her father set to her.
Well, first off, they should not be going for that standard. They should be building their own fucking marriage.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
They shouldn't try to replicate her father and his actions, because at the end of the day, I'm your husband, not your father. There's push and pull here. But what I'm saying is that you are not attempting to what's the term here, to assuage her anxiety here. Like she is not understanding, or maybe not properly contemplating that no, it's gonna be all right, and you're not even understanding that from her perspective.
Yeah, because a lot of people that get married don't understand there's a struggle, right? They don't think there's a struggle. Whenever you're getting married, you get all into the whole vibe of, oh my god, I'm getting married, and everyone's happy. It's all fucking flowers and shit. The reality smacks you across the fucking face. Or sometimes you'll be married, you'll be all happy. That first child comes in and smacks you across the face.
Oh yeah, the first child is a real one.
And that's what, like, all of it changes for you. Like the moment of realization that you're an adult and you have to do adult things, and then realize that you're in the same playing ground as your parents. So whatever adulting thing that they know, you already know. It's not fucking easy. Like marriage is work year in, year fucking out.
I think one of the
I'm sorry, day in, day out, so no one gets angry.
One of the things that really hit it home for me is one of the boys, when he got married and he got his first child, and he said, yo, if this person dies, it's my fault. And like
that's the least of it.
Yeah, like not even that. Like I think what he exactly said, like, yo, I have to keep this person alive. That's my responsibility. And like that really hit it home for him. Like, yo, this isn't even a joke anymore.
Yeah. That's a complete shift in objective, life objective.
Next question.
Next question.
The Kenish for you know. Yasser Rumayyan and a bunch of lips. First off, young lady, put it in your pants. Abu Faisal is married, happily married, and has kids. Okay. Turks, I gotta show you this before I move forward.
Oh wow. Lady. Behave.
Also,
Behave.
I know. He also listens to the podcast, so relax, okay? Next question. Would you rather be overrated or underrated?
I'd rather be rated.
I just want to be in the conversation.
I want validation.
Oh my god, Turks.
Underrated.
Underdog all day, huh?
Want to exceed expectations, not underdeliver.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna answer, are you? You just want to be rated.
I want to be rated. I want to feel accepted.
Both. On certain situations, I want to feel underrated. On certain situations, I want you to know who's boss.
Yeah, okay.
So I think it's both weapons that you can just use at the right time.
But overrated doesn't necessarily mean boss.
Overrated is when you think of someone like, yo, is he worth it? I don't think he is.
He's overrated.
And then when you work with him or you see him work, you be like,
I underrated that.
I see why. I see why people think this way.
And now I will rate him.
Yes, I will rate him properly. Be whoever you want to be. Life is gonna end either way.
هانت كلها فترة ونموت.
Yes, exactly. That's my favorite sticker.
We're almost there. We're almost there, boys. Next question.
Read the question.
Explain your intro and why Kaft. Well, should I give a bullshit answer?
Yeah, now go on.
Well, as you can see, it's an art piece.
في رمزية كثير.
It's on the 10 reals.
First off, let me explain to you. We did that intro in like 3 hours or 4 hours.
Yeah, we were chasing the sun.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We planned it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to go out at noon. We went out at 3 p.m.
You know the boys.
We went out at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So our first shot was next to the water. Was it the water tower?
No,
No, it was the television.
ايه رمزية.
Yes, so we went there with the Ditson.
Yes.
Also Ramziya.
Yes, also رمزية.
And then you had to watch our journey going from old Riyadh to the future Riyadh.
التلفزيون القديم
Yes, to Kaft.
إلى الميديا الجديدة.
And that's why in the final frame, you see Kaft in the background, which is the future of Saudi. You see the Ditson, which is the history of Saudi.
Yes. The culture.
The
culture.
And you have 3 fucking idiots just standing there for no reason.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. If you actually thought that there was a thought process in this, you are mistaken, my friend.
It's a
The
metaphor.
only thought process that we had is نبغى برج التلفزيون.
نبي نروح هناك ونبي السوق نروح هناك. We shot it in the same day. We could have shot it in 2 different days.
We could have done it like on multiple days, but we're like, yo,
No, real time.
Yes.
Real time.
since we're here,
It's called verisimilitude.
and all the B-rolls that you guys
Whatever
see in the
it was.
middle of our intro, by the way, that was just like tasleek alf. The picture of when us all 3 on Ditson and the camera's moving, that was Turks forgetting to turn off the camera.
Oh yeah, that was a fun one.
And it was like, oh, okay, this is a close-up. No. No.
Sure, yeah, close up. Yeah.
This was shot by mistake. Oh my god. No, we knew what we were doing, to be honest. We wanted to go from old Riyadh to new Riyadh. That was the idea of it. But what did we want in the middle of it? It was like, yo, let's take it as it is and let's explore Riyadh. But we only had 3 hours, so we just drove from one area to another.
We made one prop though.
Oh yeah, that one. The air freshener pasta Kabsa.
Yes,
By the way,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I'll explain that to you. That was made right here. Turk.
See, when you're an architect, you know how to use a box cutter.
Yes.
Basically, we printed the pasta Kabsa logo on A4 paper, like 100 of them, and we cut it out, and we used one of like the boxes that we had. We just ripped it up and put it on both sides. You see the string that's on it?
Yes.
That's from a face mask.
It's authentic. People.
It is.
It's authentic.
It is.
None of it is real.
If you want to know what it smells like disappointment.
Was it worth learning?
Like this podcast.
What Turks, was it worth learning AutoCAD for that?
Oh, definitely. Yes. Hours and hours of struggle just to get that.
Yes,
I'm happy.
Control P. Enter. That was his AutoCAD. Anyway, next. Oh my god, my jaw really hurts, y'all.
Listeners, AutoCAD is a program that architects use.
Woo. Okay. How
Used
do
to
you,
use,
How do
but
you
yeah.
pronounce Bamia?
Bamia.
All right, let's go.
What's happening here? Did you want to say spell?
I don't know. It says, how do you pronounce Bamia? I said,
okay.
okay. All right. We'll read it for you if you want.
Bamia.
How do you pronounce GIF? Is it GIF or GIF?
Jiff.
GIF, you savage.
I'm sorry, Jiff.
I'm on GIF side.
No, it's GIF.
I'm sorry. In the
I
90s,
I get the
in the
graphic
90s we
for
called
Jiff.
it GIF.
Yeah.
So
Graphic
let's stick with-
interlace format. GIF.
Nope. We're sticking with GIF.
Jiff.
Yeah. Y'all should never give you own money.
Hey. Next question.
Next question.
Marvel's Israeli character, Sabra. Or is that the name? I don't
Yeah, I think so.
know. Bring in the new Cap America.
I'm an adult. I don't care about Marvel.
Okay. Turks?
I think I think she's supposed to show up in a She-Hulk episode, but they're on the finale. I haven't seen her yet. A
Listeners,
very fucked up
listeners, since
character.
Shams is not here, I will be the substitute marketing man. Everything that has to do with Marvel, everything is focus tested to hell. Like before that character was even designed or even cast or even thought of being integrated into the Marvel universe, it went through committees.
No. If you're talking about the origin of the character, that was way back when.
back when Marvel didn't make money. It was
Exactly. Exactly.
There's a character in comic books called Arm Falls Off Flat, and his power is that his arm falls off and he hits people with it.
Yeah, I know that character.
Yes, that's a real
Fun one.
character.
Yes.
But I'm talking about right now. And like the fact that they chose that character was focus tested to hell. So whatever you're saying on social media, they're very much anticipating that. They are aware of that.
True.
Like you my point is that don't think you're striking a blow for the culture. It's not gonna happen. Nobody cares.
The whole idea behind the character was it's a very I don't know, it's a racist character that doesn't look at Arabs as humans whatsoever. She's not an antagonist. I think she's like an anti-hero. I'm not sure. it was rumored that she was going to be in the She-Hulk series, but I haven't seen anything yet. And we're at the final episode this week. So
Yeah, like
I am pretty sure that, okay, back then when they wrote the character, they didn't give a fuck about like being PC in general. But now
there was-
I don't think they would roll her into a show whatsoever.
yeah, there was a character called the Arabian Knight, and he's some guy with a turban and a scimitar. Like the Mandarin had claws and a Fu Manchu mustache. It's comics. Like
It's white people.
It's white people in the 70s and 60s. So
Yeah.
It's kind of the Wild West. Like, here's the thing, listeners. Black
What's her
Pa-
power, Hassan? No one tell me what her
I have
power
no
is.
idea what her power is.
power is-
It's
Sorry,
racism.
uppercuts?
Yes.
her power is ignoring international law.
Her power is genocide. Oh my god!
Listeners, Black Panther was very racist back in the day.
Back in the day,
Back in the day.
you know what? I'm gonna Google her right now. Let me see how she looks like. Is it a she or is it a he?
She.
Her suit is basically the Israeli flag.
Are you? Okay, first off, طلع لي حمص.
Yes, that's the.
Hey, stop claiming that. Stop claiming that.
Stop appropriating that.
I kiss my ass.
You see
Okay. Yeah, I see it. No, relax. First off, okay, relax. How does she have a perm?
Right? Yeah, that's it. That's
I-
it right there.
It's called Jufro.
And he got that Zaidi star on the chest. Yo, kiss my ass.
What's his superpower?
Like I said, war crimes.
Genocide and war crimes. Oh my god.
Story checks out.
Yes, stealing properties. You know.
Mm.
Next one. Let's
Yeah.
get the hell out of here.
Mhm.
Comics are stupid.
Comics are stupid.
And I love them for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could honestly care less. What was the last flirty text that you sent? Number one?
I don't send flirty texts. I send weird cursed videos to Turks. Those are my flirting to Turks.
Thank you, I suppose.
Remember that image of a comic that I did not give you any context for? That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
flirt.
Yeah. Well, what? No. I hate you.
You remember that, Adil?
I hate you.
That image of a comic
You
book
got
page?
that?
Yes,
too?
yes, I remember. Number one. Leave me alone.
There is context. I will not give it to you.
Well, anyway, we don't flirt around here.
We don't.
We are young men's من المسجد للبيت من البيت للمسجد.
I'm a good boy.
Exactly. Every time. Well, yeah, sure. Okay.
I am a good boy.
Sure.
Mm.
I am a boy who is good.
Yes. Someone wrote تكلمون Kanye. Yes, all the time. You want to call Kanye right now?
Get it. Get it.
هو في جروب الاستراحة يعني.
لا الساعة كم عندهم هناك؟
ليه صح،
نايم.
Next question. Why is
يا كان
there
يجيب قطة الاستراحة يلا.
متأخر. Why is there such a huge focus on rave music? That's a good question.
Well,
Because people are raving?
because I think so. Because there's a whole lot of festivals focused on.
Or maybe
rave too.
because look, there's this thing. This is a small little thing. It's called Middle Beast.
Yep.
You might have never heard of it.
Mm.
They kind of push that, and then people who loved that, or people who just introduced to it, they loved what it is, and it grew, and it became the focus because the biggest company that does the biggest event here, and that's their niche.
Yes, it's called market forces.
Basically, it's very simple.
Yeah.
They could have done the same thing with anything. Well, actually, no, they couldn't.
Not anything.
Not anything. No, I don't think there's anything. I think the right way to start Middle Beast was with EDM.
It is.
Because there's nothing else that you can actually hit that
It
can
is.
be as much of a guarantee as EDM.
Yeah. Because you got, if you're talking about like global festivals, global music festivals, the biggest ones are Tomorrowland and all these EDM focused festivals.
I would not agree with that one, but I
How come?
would say yes, they are among them.
Among them.
Yeah, I don't know if they are the biggest, but I'll say among them.
What are the biggest then?
Well, if you can do it as in festivals, I think the biggest, I don't know, I think Middle Beast is the biggest.
Other than Middle Beast.
I don't know, to be honest. Tomorrowland?
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's not the topic. I think there's very few things that you can use here to push out such events. And I think EDM is the best. There's no lyrics. You'll never say something that's out of line.
True.
You'll never trigger people.
True.
It's straight up just beats,
Zero opinions.
zero opinions.
Mhm.
It's just a person with his decks and just doing his thing.
So you literally can't offend anyone.
Yeah, and everybody can relate to it.
Yeah, everybody can relate to a good beat.
That's it.
True.
It's very simple, very straightforward. So people get into it. Of course they get into it because of the beats. And also, raving here has been here for a long, long time. Just go back to any old tapes.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Scooter was the shit. Scooter was the shit.
Before Scooter, bro, you had what was that track? No, it's not. I'm a Barbie girl. What was the other track?
I think it is.
Rhythm of the Night.
This is the rhythm.
That shit used to blast everywhere around here.
Or a Nike.
Yes.
Love that track.
So yeah, I think it's the easiest thing to fucking market, to be very honest. Everything else you're gonna have to go because we've been doing hip hop for like the last 2 years now, right? And the pushback on hip hop was two things. People thought it was the bullshit that used to happen back in the day where everybody just talking shit to each other, which alhamdulillah doesn't exist, or it does exist, but not as big as before. Second thing is everyone looks at hip hop in a certain way, right?
Yeah.
And changing people's ideology of what it is and what the new thing is, it's the only thing that's gonna make everything sound normal to people. As of now, all the people that came out rapping, they're valueless. Give me a rap song that came out that has huge value, and nobody say Clash, please. Like do not mention Clash. Clash, he did his own thing, and it started because of beefing, and it caught on, and then all his other tracks they'll start hitting for people. But a track that came out that reflects what's happening in the street, I don't know of any. I know one's not gonna come out, but from back catalog, we ain't got shit. So yeah, EDM is the W. It's the easiest one you can get, and it's the cleanest one that you can get without offending anybody.
True.
Anyway, that was good questions. Shall I look for a last one before we bounce?
Please.
Sure.
If poison expires, is it less or more poisonous?
That's a very good
That's
question.
such a good question.
That is. I
It's a philosophical question.
But does poison expire though?
I don't know. Does it? That's the question. If it does expire, and let's assume it does expire.
I'm gonna look this up. I'm sorry. I need to know. What rat poison?
That's
What kind of poison? Venom?
Just put if poison expires.
Does poison first suggestion on Google. Okay. Many organic poisons like most common
Very detailed, sir.
break down over time and eventually lose their toxicity.
Okay.
So we have a definitive answer.
All right. So
Interesting.
it's less harmful. All right. That's a food for thought for you, ladies and gentlemen.
The more
if
you
you
know.
ever get served poison, look at the expiration date. If it's closer, you're almost there.
If you're gonna poison someone, just check.
Double check.
This
Here's the
message
tip:
is
pick the
not
poison.
provided
Pick
by-
the poison from the back of the shelf. It's usually more fresh back there.
Oh my god!
When in doubt, get today's poison.
You guys are assholes. One more question for you, Bounce. The number 0 is just a portal between negative and positive numbers. Shout out to you on that one.
Yes, it is.
That's a good one.
You've been playing Portal.
Yeah.
I see you. I see you. Yeah.
Portal's a good game.
Get out of here. Portal is a good game.
Oof.
Oh my god. My jaw's killing me.
The song is dedicated to you.
Yes, it is actually.
You know.
Think about it. Salamatik, salamatik.
Allah, I said, get 'em. Thank y'all for being here. We apologize for the late episode, and we apologize if this wasn't up to standard. I'm in fucking pain. All
What
right?
standard?
All right. Shut up. Let new listeners think there's a standard here. Right? Stop ruining it for us.
I don't know for you listeners, but I was thoroughly entertained.
Because you're not in pain, you piece of shit.
Exactly.
I can feel the meds wearing off, and at certain points, I was really Anyway, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Let me get the fuck out of here, man. I need to stop talking. Anyway,
Let's go.
need anything?
I'm good.
We out?
Peace.
Thank you
Peace,
for joining
peace.
us. We appreciate you and see you next week. We out. Peace.
Peace, peace, peace.